Welcome back to Craftcore, my crafting and sewing channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make 3D folded fabric ornaments. I'll be doing more ornament videos this month, so be sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out. These ornaments will end up being just over 5 inches tall, so if you want them to be smaller or bigger, you can adjust the starting square size accordingly. You'll need 2 different coordinating but contrasting fabrics, some quilt batting, and general sewing supplies like scissors, thread, pins, sewing machine, etc. If you don't have quilt batting, you could also use a layer of felt, flannelette, fleece, anything that will add a layer of softness and stability. You can sew this by hand if you wish, but for this tutorial, I'll be using a sewing machine. For fabric, a fat quarter of each will be way more than enough to make an ornament. Designate 1 fabric for the background fabric and 1 for the pinwheel fabric. Prep your fabric by ironing out any wrinkles. Cut 4 squares from the pinwheel fabric at 2.5 inches square each. Cut 4 more squares from the background fabric, also at 2.5 inch square each. Cut out a 1 inch by 7 inch strip from the background fabric for the hanger. Cut out a 4.5 inch square from the background fabric and another 4.5 inch square from the batting. Take your pinwheel square and fold it in half diagonally, right sides out. Press with your iron. Then take one of the points and fold it into the 90-degree corner of the triangle, just like this. Press with your iron to hold the shape. Place your first background square face up on a flat surface and place the folded triangle on top of your background fabric. Pin in place. Repeat this process for your 3 remaining sets of squares. Go ahead and rotate them to arrange them into the pinwheel shape. You can already see how cute this is going to look. Let's start sewing. First, let's sew the triangles into place. You can use a basting stitch if you want. Sew as close to the edge as you can because we don't want these stitch lines to show in the final product. Sew along the 2 raw edges of your folded triangles. Repeat this process for your 3 remaining pinwheel blades. Now we need to assemble these into 2 rows. Bring the top 2 squares and flip them down over the bottom 2 squares so they are facing in, just like this. Sew a line 1/4 inch from this raw edge. When you open it up, it should look like this. Press these pairs flat with your iron. I like to press 1 seam towards the left and 1 seam towards the right so that we can nest these seams together. Stack these pairs right sides together so that the raw edge of the folded pinwheel are nestled along the same edge. When you look at it from the side view, it'll look quite thick. Nudge the seams so that they are nested like this and carefully pin into place. Sew along this edge with a 1/4 inch seam. Since there are folded fabrics in here, it can be a little tough, so be careful at the point of intersection. Press the pinwheel unit flat and admire your work. Let's make the hanger now. Take your 1 inch by 7 inch strip and fold it in half lengthwise and press. Then bring each raw edge into the fold line and press. Finally, fold it in half again lengthwise, bringing one folded edge to line up with the other folded edge. You should see one fold on one side and 2 folds on the other side, with the raw edges encased. Sew a line down the center of the strip to hold everything in place. We'll fold this in half to make a loop hanger for the ornament. Now it's time to assemble the ornament. You should have one pinwheel unit, a backing square of fabric, a batting square, and the hanging strip. With your pinwheel unit facing up, choose one corner of your pinwheel unit to be the top. Pin the hanger strip, folded, in the corner with the folded loop hanging down towards the center of the unit, like this. Sew the hanger in place by sewing back and forth a few times close to the corner. Place the pinwheel block face up, then layer the background fabric face down. Then finally, the batting square on top. Make sure that the hanger loop is still hanging loosely in the center, not caught in any of the edges. Sew a 1/4 inch seam around the outer edge, leaving a gap on one side for turning. Pivot with the needle in your work to turn at the corners. Pull your ornament right side out through the hole. If necessary, you can use a blunt object to make sure that your corners are pointy. Make sure you don't go right through the corner though. Press flat, making sure to fold the hole in. Now all you need to do is sew one last line of top stitching around the perimeter of your ornament close to the edge. This stitching serves to keep your ornament's shape, plus closes the hole that you made for turning. You could use a decorative stitch if you like. Now your ornament is finished, hang it on the tree and enjoy it for the holiday season. If you like this project, please tap that thumbs up button and let me know in the comments of this video what you think. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more crafty ideas. Oh, if you want to make some Christmas stockings this year but you've never sewn them before, you may also want to check out my Christmas stocking tutorial. Thanks for watching, this is Craftcore signing off, see you next time.